Are you ready? And then Dr. Tanaka, please.
Hello. I am the organizing committee chairman of this symposium on the innovation for creating a better life and fabrication-oriented global society. And today is the occasion to report to you the progress report of what has been done for the first 3 years. And invited lecture will be given to you today as well. The reason for that is that we are looking to create a fab global society. It's not only for Japan, but it can be applicable throughout the world because in many different countries, big changes are taking place. Likewise, it's not only inside Japan that changes are occurring. It is a global thing. And in view of that, we are going to phase 2 after the phase 1's completion. So this is the second symposium we are having today. And we had our first one back in 16 months ago, back in 2014, July. That was the first time that we had a symposium on the innovation for creating a better life at a major university. I want to show of hands how many of you were there at the first symposium. Thank you. So during the previous time, the invited lecture has been made and given on the user innovation. The first proponent was Dr. Hippel. He had a video appearance, and Professor Ogawa made invited talks talking about the future of manufacturing stemming from the consumers. And this lecture was so well received. So Dr. Hippel mentioned that users are a part of the innovators. Just very briefly, let me recap what he has said that previously. So innovation is going on at the COI for 9-year period. The work will continue to pursue the innovation. And during the first phase, users will first perceive their need and identify their needs and try to take action to solve that needs and meet that needs. It can be services area or manufacturing area. But anyway, it is the users who first make a perception of the need. And it has a societal meaning behind that, according to Dr. Hippo. And this is a video shown at that time. It's uploaded on our COI site, so I urge you to look at it if you missed it. So we started with a user innovation and a half a year, 1 year and a half had lapsed, and open innovation came about. So we started with consumers and users. Then we have discovered many stakeholders on the way. So today we have 3 sections to cover today: invited lecture and the progress report and findings report of the COI project. I hope you will enjoy. Now, from now on, I may depart a little bit from a COI topic, but ever since our first symposium up to today, for the past 1 year and a half, there are certain thoughts which cross my mind, which I'd like to share with you on personal basis. Of course, in order to create innovation, services and products have been conceived and created. And I teach at the universities, and I lead the exercises and the workshops, the seminars, and the classes like this. So initially, you do it. You make something, then you know what is not working right. Then it can be a seed for future work, and remake it and make a better product. Then you know more. So the make, see, and use, or make, use, and see, this is a circle which is reiterative many times over. This is called prototyping, which is the most important point. I think you agree with me on this particular point, right? However, how should I say this? This is a global picture, or you can get more focused, or society or community based. If you zoom out to that scale, what happens? Just for example, let's see. It doesn't work. Let's see, there is a building out there where something is being made, and the prototype has been manufactured, which can be commercialized in the end. And it was made into commercial product for anyone to use. However, this product was made by a company, used by a user, but it may not be perfect product. It might have some defect. So between that, there is a severance of information because there was a disconnect between the two. Maybe the product made will be delivered to the user, and user will come up with another idea for using that product for other users to repurpose the product, for example. That may happen. Then you can repeat this make and see and use and so forth. So societal-wide, maybe the thought based on this cycle can be adopted. However, it so happens that there was a disconnect between those elements where information was not flowing smoothly. But this is a pre-internet era. What happened after the introduction of internet diffusion? So we are now based on the internet-based society. So if you use that infrastructure, then it would happen like this. Global basis or community-wide basis, you can see this cycle go on and on by connecting the digital data. So all the 3 points can be connected quite smoothly without any disconnect. And much information is flowing through the internet. Design data, distribution data, use data, whatever, you can get it on the internet. And all these can be connected, hopefully. Then it can bring about a great change in the society. And there are lots of themes for research. You see something, but how can it be applicable for the production of a product? How to use the data in the matrix form, interpret it, analyze it, and understand it. That kind of processes will be involved, of course. And further, how to make might get changed as well, as we heard from our previous speaker. Together with a user, co-production can be made. It can be made in front of the users. That would be possible technologically. And at the end, during the phase 2, this is going to be an important theme. Internet of Things, IoT. So how the product to get used. And this can be captured through the digital data so that it can be made use of further. That is how I understand this to be. So this is the most important point, most critical point. At the center, there are so many stakeholders out there who will be involved in the fab society, and how can co-create and collaborate and make a license and assure quality. So this is a kind of a sociology type of a viewpoint that needs to be considered as well. So 4 or 5 points will be important for our further research at the phase 2. So we are going to hear 3 sections today. And each speaker will elaborate the theme further for you. That's it from me. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you will enjoy yourselves today.